Hi, it's me again. Welcome to the video. This is the second video for this character on the design phase because the first one was a pain and a disaster. However, I think this video turned out quite nicely. We're going to be doing three design elements. Technically four. So the frog outfit. Weird. I don't know what I was thinking when I drew this character out. It just absolutely odd, but it works. It's kind of interesting and very, very quirky and unusual. I've never seen anything like it. Then again, it might pop up now that I've made it. Whatever. So once again, it's that step-by-step process of doing the shape language in a solid color, bringing it down 75%, and then going over that with a incrementally smaller brush. Every time you finish a pass, you smash the layers together, you bring it down to 75%, and you do a new layer on top of it. And it works so nicely to create simple volume, right? And then you can work on adding shading and other elements after that, perhaps once you've colored the image and you see where you want to take it. The other joy is that you can use either multiply or overlay to then create your color finish, and all of the work you've done in terms of putting the values in there is reflected with that tonal value that's added to the flat colors behind these layers. It's really cool. And it's just so straightforward. So yeah, that's specifically how I do it. I've learned it from, oh man, his name is James and he kind of looks, he's also bald. He's a really fantastic artist and inspired by this guy. But yeah, so design phase once again, and we're doing the froggy, building up the detail. Um, yeah, like I love the way the frog's eyes are. They're like they're horizontal slits. Um, and I used a flying frog as a reference. Even that, I don't think that is a flying frog. Could be a type of flying frog. I'm not sure. But we're going to be using those oranges, yellows, and blues for the frog outfit. It's going to be quite a vibrant character in the end, I think. So yeah, we'll have to, you know, what did I do here? There's something going on here. Oh, yes, I needed to stretch that long frog toe out. Like, it's such a weird idea. How would this come to pass? Would there be a technological method of warping the frog's body? Does it happen over time? Is it magical? Does it happen lickety split? Is it painful for the frog? Um, I don't know. Like the rationale behind how you could come up with a suit like this specifically for either techno mage or just outright magical character. What would be the use of having a frog suit like this? Um, and the one thing that I find kind of cool when I started this design and I created it, I realized you don't want to sort of like chop the poor frog's head off. You can smush the head. So it's two frogs that are like linked to one another. And I'm going to like um be very weird with the way they go around the back, because then I'm going to make them overlap at the back so that the frog on the left hand side is the has the wing on the right hand side. This is weird. Okay, she's gonna get wings, but like frog foot wings from flying frogs. It looks cool. I thought it would be better to combine two elements from the picture, which is the frog and the fairy character and the fairy wings, would work nicely if you then, you know, looked at an analog between the two, and I found it. It's like the feet of the flying frog. So I kind of bent them a little more and warped them a bit, and that's what's going to happen. Not now. One more pass. This is also cool. I went over it and smudged a copy of the line art layer. I should forget about the line art again, right? Anyhow, okay, so there we go. That's our those are the froggy wings. Like that just it's so quirky and weird. But I don't know if their proportions are okay. Like I know the proportions are small. But should I make them bigger? Should they be like functioning like a proper glider? And then for that purpose, they'd have to be much larger. Or do they serve another purpose? Or is it an intermediate phase? Like, does the frog later on become something else? Who knows? And I don't know what to name this character. I still have to draw her back end. And that's going to be kind of interesting, especially the frog detail, though. That's going to be cool. Yeah. Mm. The webbing's nice. And I've managed to get sort of a semi-glossy appearance on both the frog skin and on the wings. How cool is it going to look if it's all orange and blue and black on the inside there? And then you've got like the inverse colors. That's just going to be so interesting and like bright. Um, yeah. I'm still not sold on the headdress though. I've been looking at it for a while and I think I might want to change it. Maybe make the flowers a little bit bigger or chunkier and like the horns of they're unique, but I don't know if they're cool. You get a little blind to your own illustrations sometimes. Some people, the way other people see my art is quite different from what I see it. The way I see it, it's often more flaws that I pick out. But it's because you've been exposed to the work. Pinch of salt. Anyhow, look at those sticky fingers, like gecko toe tips. Um, should I put a bend in those? If I put a bend in those, that could be interesting. No, it's too much work. It's just the design. You could put a bend in the final sketch. Don't be ridiculous. Yes, don't be ridiculous. It's already like spending way too much work on this. And can you see the video slowly creeping to the right? Because as I push on the screen, the iPad moves its spot and I ruin my shot like a dumbass. Ah, I tried drawing like fur, like a feather boa. This is like really the first time I've tried to be more accurate in the rendering of a boa. And like the second time I've drawn a feather boa. It's like a fluffy snake, I guess. Solid color, see, 75. And then fluffy brush. They've got a fluffy brush on the Ergo brush set. It's an old set though. I need to get a new one. I need to invest in new brush sets. Yeah. But that being said, pass, pass, pass. Layer, layer, layer. Oh. Did I miss something? I think I might have missed something. No, I didn't miss something. I drew half of that before I did the bracelets, the bangles. Yeah, because he's got some cool bangles too. We'll see in a second. Um, yeah, just lightly going around the text in a fine brush, and then you pump out the highlights by using the same brush and an eraser, and then over the white background, and all of a sudden it starts looking floofy. Like super duper floofy. Weird. Slick, slimy frog texture and like fluffy feather texture. Like there should be spots where they kind of stick together. Um, or not. I don't know. That's actually not a bad idea. Like have the feather bow a little bit more matted around the frog because of the skin. Ah, there. Ellipse tool. So cool. Da da da, 75%. Da da da, another one. Da da da, another one. And there you go. Dark outline. Right. Flatten that out. So it's one color. Highlight, highlight. And there you have it. Those are the bangles. Wide brush, skinny brush, bang. That's it. That's all you need to do. Hmm. That, yeah, that's a good lighting process. You could do that with a brush and an eraser. Okay, so there are the menacing. Looks like a polykeyed worm, but like a double face polykeyed worm. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, it could sort of be analogous to one of those things. Like its ecosystem is this woman. Um, it lives on and around her and like defends and protects her. It's like got eyes, so it's proximity warning as well. Yeah, and it keeps her warm. Sure. Yeah, the concept is actually coming together quite nicely as a whole. As a whole, the project's going to be quite awesome. Especially when I'm dropping character after character after character. It's going to be great. Okay, so yeah, let's check the little dress up dolly mission here. What do we got? Okay, time lapse going through it. Okay, she's got her undies. She's got the leaf net that's going to be rubber, then the loin cloth on the undies, and then there's going to be the frog. It's like crazy. It's a frog. It's two frogs, actually, because if you count, there are 8 legs. You guys are fantastic.